Alright, I want to talk about something that isn't exactly making it to the top of headlines this week, but is very big news nonetheless. For the past week, the nation of Indonesia has been rocked by mass protests as well as rioting. Hello everyone, my name is Francis, and welcome to the Anti-Fascist Atlas. Indonesia is the world's fourth most populated country with a population of over 283 million people. And it's also undergoing one of the worst wealth inequality crises in the world. The four richest men in Indonesia have accrued more wealth than the poorest 100 million people combined. And I mean, this is like a disgusting level of wealth inequality. Like, you can take a look at these very striking photographs of very lavish neighborhoods and golf courses even that directly border poverty-stricken slums. It's like satire. And the vast majority of Indonesians have to reckon with the country's severe cost of living crisis, while national parliamentarians rake in an absurd 100 million rupiah a month, which is 30 times the national average income. That obscene amount of money these politicians are raking in is exactly the reason that mass protests began in Indonesia on August 25th. Over the next few days, protesters and police clashed until Indonesian police ran over a 21-year-old rideshare driver on August 28th. His name was Afan Kurniawan, rest in peace. I'm not going to pretend that I know every single detail about his death, but given the fact that even the government found several of the officers involved to have violated the, quote, police professional code of ethics, and given the state of Indonesia's history of violently repressing protests, this is most likely a case of egregious police brutality. This ended up being the spark that really caused these protests to boil over into the territory of rioting. On social media, the hashtag Polisi Musuh Bersama ended up going viral, and that translates to police are the common enemy, which I mean, hey, based as fuck, am I right? Legislative buildings and police stations ended up being lit on fire, and some of the homes of the parliamentarians ended up being looted. The military ended up being deployed, and we ended up seeing plenty more instances of the police state cracking down on demonstrators. Now, I wanted to talk about this story in particular for a couple of reasons. The first reason being that I don't think we talk nearly enough about the impacts of late-stage capitalism and imperialism on countries in the global south. I also don't think we talk enough about the resistance that working people in those nations put up and how they defy the tyranny of the capitalist system. But I also think it's important that we make sure that this people's uprising isn't mischaracterized. I mean, plenty of right-wing grifters and even parts of the media are going to try and make the narrative about violent anarchism and what have you, but that's not what this is about at all. This isn't about violent anarchism. It's not about causing chaos for no reason. This is about working class people who are rightly infuriated about the fact that their material conditions continue to worsen week after week, while the oligarchy and even the people they elected to represent them continue to accrue obscene, utterly unimaginable amounts of wealth. And when your elective representatives have completely failed you, and your attempts to protest these injustices are stifled by a brutal police state, what other recourse do people have? I'd like to express my unwavering solidarity for the people of Indonesia, because their cause is just. They deserve far better than this, and they deserve to own the wealth they create. But more than that, because all things belong to all men, because all men have need of them. Modern-day Indonesia is the striking image of late-stage capitalism. And just like Indonesia, the whole world has a decision ahead of it. Do we continue to let capitalism slowly suck everything out of our lives, our communities, and even our planet until there's nothing left? Or do we dig our heels in and fight for the future that we know could be possible? Speaking of right-wing grifters, I tried watching an Asmongold video on what's happening in Indonesia, and oh my god, I don't even have the words to describe how jarring it is seeing his unserious ass go, wow, I had no idea this was happening. wow, they're going crazy. Like, it's the lowest quality reaction content slop imaginable. But instead of it being like, you know, reacting to a YouTube drama video or something like that, it's global fucking news coverage. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Thank you so much to Samus for editing today's video. I know this video is shorter than usual. I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things after the summer. And also, admittedly, I'm not like the most familiar with the current issues and events in Indonesia, although I did do my best to research for this video. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, subscribing, and leaving a comment down below. Oh, and maybe consider, you know, hyping this video or whatever the kids are doing these days. I don't know, man. YouTube went fucking woke. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.